Guys, hello everyone. I've been receiving a lot of queries related to what certificate is best for our career. In case if you are already there in a compliance, or maybe if you're working in a certain compliance department. So let me show it to you certain certificates which are going on right now. I've been saying, there are a lot of them, they have come up with these all certificates. So let me share my screen and you can see, certain certificates which are very good as of now. So let me start talking about CAMS. CAMS is being one of the global valued high class certificate that we call it as. And so this covers the ACAMS covers a lot of broad range of basic certificates, including something which is related to very fundamental KYC, transaction monitoring, and fintech. And there are gold certificates which covers CAMS, CGSS, CCAS, that is something related to cryptocurrency, and CAFS, that is Certified Anti-Fraud Specialist, that is introduced very recently and that is going really good. And there are certain advanced certificate in order to complete these advanced certificates, such as Advanced CAMS Financial Crime Investigation, we call it as FCI, and Advanced CAMS Risk Management. In order to complete, or in order to in case if you're planning these kind of advanced certificates, you should be having CAMS certification as a basic certificate to get eligibility for advanced CAMS. Okay, let me talk about which certificate is best for you in case if you're already working in a AML, or probably in case if you're already there in certain compliance roles and responsibilities, and you're looking for and you probably in a dilemma that which certificate is best for choosing the career ongoing. So there's something called CAMS, Certified Anti-Money Laundering Specialist from ACAMS, and this covers the there are a lot of broad range of industries, broad range of knowledge perspective. It is covering the entire material. It is going to come up with so, say around 500 pages with a lot of material industries knowledge, a lot of case studies, live cases, scenarios that which are happening currently in the world, global, and how much it is going to cost you. So it is probably going to cost you, in case if you are working in a private sector, 1,895 is a certification cost, and in case if you are already there in a public sector, it is going to only cost you 1,395. 1,895 plus $350 is the your membership cost. Membership is mandatory in order to attend any of a ACAMS certification. So this is about CAMS, and this covers definitely global knowledge, a lot of other industries it is going to cover, and being a compliance officer, what are our roles and responsibilities, investigation part, and international standards also it is going to cover, and it is going to focus more on FATF recommendations that FATF has come up with, and it is trying to implement the recommendations into the material. So that is all about your camps, and let me go to ICA. There is something called ICA, International Compliance Association. I've been people been talking about ICA certificate. Yes, of course, by seeing the material, it is definitely one of the best certificate that we have. But the valuation, but the global brand, the CAMS is higher, little higher than ICA. And ICA, the knowledge wise, the perspective, different industries, it is also covering AML, financial crime. There are multiple industries of a compliance it is covering. And so as compared to your, the CAMS, the course fees is just, okay, there are a lot of levels here in ICA. So level 1, level 2, or something like that. So 700, 770, or maybe in case if you want to calculate through US dollars, it is just going to cover 900 plus 175, maybe around altogether tax and including your country's VAT, 1,200 maximum it is going to cost you. But the CAM certification is going to cost you 2,200, but global presence, CAMS is more. and in terms of if you compare with ICA certificate, but knowledge perspective and the industry perspective, definitely I say that ICA is also one of the good certificate because I've personally seen the material of ICA also. And the next comes, there are certain people who will be looking for very basic certifications. Yes, of course, I recommend there's something called CAME from India side. So that is certified anti-money laundering expert. Indian forensic is giving, but very basic material if somebody want to enter into the field. If someone who is already there in the field, I don't recommend this certificate. But if somebody want to enter into the field, yes, definitely CAME is one of the best certificate from India. So it is going to cost you 23,500 rupees. And the next certificate I can recommend is there's something called, okay, so NISM is giving, come up with, NISM is a National Institute of Securities Market. Even they have come up with Certified Anti-Money Laundering Manager, CALM. And that covers again a basic, very basics of AML and very basics of roles and responsibilities of compliance. It is just going to cost you 9,000 plus including certain taxes. It is, it maximum cost you 10,000 Indian rupees. And this is definitely very basics of money laundering field, very basics of AML and compliance departments it is going to cover. And there is one more certificate. I've been seeing it in LinkedIn, and many people they have started posting it related to GO-AKS. So basically, GO-AKS is Global Association of Certified KYC Specialists, and they have, in fact, they have come up with multiple certificates. Globally certified KYC specialist, and then there's a separate AML officer and AML investigator, and also they have come up with FCC investigators. So these all of these certificates, by seeing the material, you cannot even compare with CAMS and ICA. It's completely different. So CAMS and ICA are very, very top level, and GO-AKS is, still you can compare with the Indian CAME and, the NISM CAMLO. So you can compare this material. Very again, it's just very basic material that we have. And the price wise, in case if you see it, 15,000, 8,000, 25,000. If you can see my screen, 35,000. These are the certificate cost that we have. And in fact, they have a lot of accreditation basically. So there are three accreditation. I have seen it in the basically here. So do you see this? Accreditation and global recognition is, so you can check it in case if you want to check it whenever you are free or when you're looking for any of the certifications. And I have seen recently even CISI is basically the Chartered Institute for Securities and Investment. They are very, very famous and known for a lot of investment banking certificates. I've been seeing it. Capital market, depository, mutual. There are mutual funds and investment banking related certifications, and they have recently collaborated with SFCCA. That is basically all about the Singapore Financial Crime Compliance and Association. They have collaborated and started issuing certain compliance certificates which are particularly related to region. Okay, so Pakistan, anti-money laundering, Hong Kong, AML safety, Qatar, AML, Philippines, CFT, India is also there. So these are the, basic certificates that we have from CIS, and it has definitely cost you around, the the CAM-E, whatever you have seen it. So this cost might, you can get it, these certificates from the CISI. Comparatively, these all certificates are good certificates in the market. I have seen it, many of them are been, seeing and achieving these kind of, certificates in the market. But as in case if you compare all these certificates, in case which one is the best certificate, you can go for it into just to upward your career into the field is the best certificate. In case if you want to rank the certificates, whatever the certificates I have shown it to you, the best certificate I can tell you is, the CAMS is one of the highly global valued certificate that we have. And then you can go for ICA definitely, in case if somebody want to look for the material is good. the knowledge in the ICA material is good. Okay, and in case if you want to go for CAME, that is the third one, you can definitely go for it. If somebody do not afford, or maybe if your company is not sponsoring CAMS and as ICA kind of a bigger certificates, yes, of course, you can spend your money on CAME just to understand the basics in case if you want to enter into the field. Okay, and then you can go for these kind of certificates also in case if you're interested, gaining interest. Okay, let me try understand more about what is compliance managers roles and responsibilities. Yes, it is just going to cost you around 9,000. Yes, you can go for it. And then there is a GO-AKS, absolutely fine in case if you're there in any of a market which allows GO-AKS certificates. Of course, it is responsibility. You understand the knowledge and go for any of a GO-AKS certificate. And the last one is, this is very recently, CISI is very very old, but in fact the collaboration for the compliance is very new. So of course you can think about it. But even if you don't want to do any of these certificates, absolutely fine. It is all about how much knowledge you gain, how much knowledge that you have in the field. So how much knowledge you are gaining, how much knowledge you are getting it daily basis, that is what it is requirement in the field in order to be there in the field. So it's so important. So please try read it. These all things, whatever the material you've been seeing it, whatever the the industry knowledge or the different aspects of these all certificates which are covering. So these all you can learn from from your own way, learn it in your own way, or probably you can get it all this material or somehow which are related to the material in Google itself. So have knowledge and decide in case if your company is sponsoring, or maybe in case if you really wanna jump into your career. Yes, CAMS is one of the top most certificate that we have. Okay, so try understand which one is going to give you a best value for your career. Okay, so think about that and just go for it. Okay, thank you guys. I've been seeing a lot of messages related to which certificate is good and which one is not good. So I just thought of explaining it to you. There are 5 to 6 certificates which are running right now in the market. Yes, you can look for it and think about it. And all the best for your career in case if you're taking of any of a good certificate. The main intention of doing the certificate not to jump into any of your career. It is all about the intention should be gaining knowledge. What is there, what I have not understood, and what is there extra I need to do it. Probably what I know, there's something that I don't know which is there in the market. So that you should be focusing on. Definitely you can get into easily any of a thing that you're looking for in your future. All the best. And these are the certificates you can look for and think about it, which one is the best and which do you see is a good for your choice. You can go for it. Thank you.